Later that night, Minsu met Sunjin at the university parking lot for their first date. They were both happy to see each other, and Sunjin complimented her, telling her how good she looked. Sunjin had booked an entire restaurant for the two of them. They talked for hours, and Sunjin couldn't stop telling Minsu how beautiful she was. Minsu was thrilled to hear this, as she had always believed she wasn't as beautiful as the typical Korean women. After dinner, Sunjin took her to the tallest building in Seoul, where they watched the stars together. Minsu marveled at the beauty of the place. Lost in the stars, she turned to find Sunjin gazing at her. She asked if something was wrong, but he simply smiled, took her hand, and asked her to be his girlfriend. Overwhelmed with happiness, Minsu said yes. They held hands, watching the stars, and Minsu wished the night would never end. When she returned to campus, Minsu decided to check on Kim, wanting to tell her that she and Sunjin were officially together. She didn't want secrets between them. She knocked on Kim's door, but there was no answer. Assuming Kim still needed space, she decided to try again the next day. The following morning, Minsu couldn't concentrate at work. She kept thinking about Kim and how badly she needed to talk to her. The thought of losing her best friend was unbearable. She tried calling Kim, but her calls were repeatedly declined, making her even more anxious. Meanwhile, Sunjin was in his office preparing for a meeting when he received a call from an anonymous number. He answered, and a woman on the line told him they needed to meet in 10 minutes. Sunjin asked who it was, but the woman insisted it didn't matter, claiming what she had to say concerned his life. When Sunjin dismissed her, she warned that not meeting her would affect Minsu. Surprised that she knew about Minsu, Sunjin reluctantly agreed to meet her. He arrived at a cafe where they had agreed to meet and was shocked to see Kim, who revealed she was the one who wanted to talk to him. Sunjin, surprised, sat down and asked her what exactly was going on and if something had happened to Minsu. Kim looked at him and told him that Minsu was okay. She told him that she had no choice but to do what she was going to do. Sunjin, still confused, continued to ask her what exactly was going on. Kim pressed her phone and sent a couple of pictures to Sunjin, telling him to take a look at them. Sunjin looked at his phone and was surprised to see pictures of him and Minsu on the date they had gone to the previous night. Before Sunjin could ask Kim what was going on, Kim told him that she knew he was from a very strict family and that his father would turn the world upside down if he found out that Sunjin was dating Minsu and had also hired her in their family organization. Sunjin, getting angry, looked at Kim and asked her why she was doing this and what gave her the right to think that she knew him or his family. Kim, looking serious, told him that she was going to send the pictures to Sunjin's father and post them on the internet for the whole world to see. Sunjin asked Kim why she was doing this and what exactly she wanted from him. He asked her if Minsu wasn't her best friend. Kim told him not to act clueless and that he had an idea of what she wanted and that she wouldn't sit aside and let it be taken from her. Realizing that Kim was talking about him, he laughed a bit and told her that he didn't belong to her and asked what made her think doing all this dramatic stuff would get him to like her. Kim told him he had 30 minutes to end things with Minsu or she would go ahead with her plan. She said this as she walked out, leaving Sunjin seated there, shocked and confused at the same time. Back at the office, it was lunchtime, and Minsu was looking for Kim. She saw her walking into the bathroom and followed her. In the bathroom, Minsu asked Kim if she was okay and told her that she had been looking for her since last night. Kim, without saying anything, just stared at Minsu. Minsu apologized to her for not telling her about Sunjin sooner, reminding Kim how much she had encouraged her to look for him. Kim responded angrily, telling her that she didn't know the guy Minsu was looking for was Sunjin and that if she had known, she would have told her to stop. Minsu continued to apologize, telling her that she didn't want to lose her as a friend. Kim looked at her and told her that if she didn't want to lose her, there was only one option. Minsu asked her what the option was, and Kim told her she should end things with Sunjin. Minsu couldn't believe how seriously Kim had taken this whole thing, that she would turn into someone like that just because of a simple crush she had on a guy. Minsu told her it was unfair for her to want to end their friendship over a simple crush. Kim responded angrily, telling her that it wasn't just a simple crush, and that Sunjin was more than just a crush. She told her she had loved him since she was 13 and had done everything to get close to him until Minsu came along and ruined everything. Realizing the situation was bad, Minsu tried to touch Kim and talk to her, but Kim removed Minsu's hand angrily and walked out. Minsu went after her and caught up with her by the reception. She tried to talk to Kim, but Kim told her to leave her alone. Sunjin walked in, looking serious. He went straight to where Minsu and Kim were, grabbed Minsu, and kissed her in front of everyone. People were shocked to see this. They couldn't believe their CEO, who was always serious and cold, had kissed a female employee. To Kim, that was the last straw. She knew Sunjin had made his choice. She didn't expect him to be so bold. Sunjin turned to Kim while holding Minsu's hand and told her that she could go ahead and do whatever she wanted with the pictures, and that he had made things extra special for her by making his relationship with Minsu public. Minsu, confused, asked Sunjin what he was talking about. Sunjin told her to ask her fake friend and walked away. Minsu had no idea what had just happened. She felt everyone's eyes on her. Realizing Kim had walked out, she ran after her, still trying to make things right. Outside, Kim persistently told Minsu to leave her alone, saying their friendship was over. She told her she had been fine being friends with her until she ruined everything with Sunjin. Kim told her that while Minsu might think it was just a simple crush, to her it was more than that. She told her Minsu had taken something precious from her before walking away. Minsu watched as Kim walked off, still trying to process what had happened. Everything felt like a scene from a movie, and she was a character who had no idea what was going on. Back at Sunjin's office, he was stressed about what had happened. He wasn't sorry for kissing Minsu, though he knew it had to be done, and people would have known eventually. His assistant walked in, telling him that the videos and pictures of him and Minsu were already circulating on the internet. Sunjin asked what people were saying, but the assistant hesitated to tell him. Sunjin grabbed the phone from him to read the comments and was shocked and stressed to see so many negative remarks about Minsu. He asked the assistant why people would say such things, and the assistant told him people were angry and hurt that Sunjin, one of the most handsome and eligible bachelors, was with someone. On top of that, they claimed she wasn't even Korean. Sunjin told him that Minsu was Korean and to stop referring to her as if she wasn't. The assistant told him they needed to act on the situation quickly before things got out of hand. Sunjin told him he needed to think of a way to protect Minsu first. The assistant shook his head in disbelief and walked out. During knock-off time, Minsu couldn't wait to leave the office because everyone was talking behind her back. She was the first to leave. As soon as she stepped out, she was met by a bunch of journalists with microphones. Before she could run back inside, they surrounded her. She felt camera flashes all over her, and to make things worse, it was raining. They asked her a barrage of questions: if she was dating Sunjin, how she felt about being African, and dating one of Korea's most eligible bachelors. She tried to explain that she wasn't African, but everything was too overwhelming for her. Tears began streaming down her face. Even though it was obvious she was uncomfortable, they didn't stop. One journalist accidentally pushed her to the ground. Minsu sat on the muddy ground as journalists swarmed her. Sunjin rushed in, helped her up, fought off the crowd, and drove her away in his car.